Wait. Do that again, Justice. Yeah, that's a good way to start the video. Just, are you excited? Is that how excited you are?
He's so excited. Okay, we are officially good now, I think.
10 out of 10, best intro ever. And hey everybody, this is my third attempt at recording this because I forgot to turn the audio on. Hi!
This has been a disaster of a start for this. What the
first watch for y'all, third time for us. No, we haven't seen the movie yet. But anyway, so like I was saying, we are about to watch the Suicide Squad, not the other movie.
Suicide Squad.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that because
it is not Suicide Squad. It is
people will literally. There are people out there where even if you mention that movie's name, you will be crucified. It is absurd.
No,
the
Suicide Do not Squad. Get it confused.
Yes.
The. I think.
We're talking about glasses.
Exactly. Yeah. So with this movie, I've been avoiding spoilers like the plague, and it's, as you know, been pretty difficult because hey, this is the internet in 2021, and people love to talk about spoilers online apparently. But for the most part, I don't know what's going to happen, which is a good thing. There's an after credit scene. We're going to stay tuned for that one. But for the most part, people have been saying good things for the most part. There have been a couple people, surprisingly, that said, it was meh. Like, I watched Tyrone Magnus's review. He said this movie didn't really do it for him. But then you have people like Jeremy Johns, so I love saying he really liked it. I mean, for the most part, Jeremy people Johns, seem to like it, really but there have been some mixed reviews. And I was saying on our last recording before I epically failed at recording that the biggest concern I have about going into this is the sheer amount of characters we have. That was a big problem in the original, that movie that came out in 2016. Which, by the way, I don't hate as much as other people do. It was pretty underwhelming to me, but some people out there loathe it, saying it is the worst. I shit you not. I know people that say it is the worst movie I've ever seen in their life. I'm like, you haven't seen a lot of movies, have you?
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a lot
2,
worse out there.
Benchwarmers 2, I don't even like watching the original, but the Benchwarmers 2, I saw that one, I regretted it.
Yeah,
that shit was just awful.
Freaking the original, and yes, I'm gonna say it, so sorry, but the original Suicide Squad movie in 2016, Benchwarmers 2 makes Suicide Squad 2016 look like Citizen Kane. So don't at me saying, "Oh, it was the worst movie ever made." No, it wasn't. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't
I remember seeing there was a video of Cosmonaut point out putting that this could have been the worst superhero. I don't think this is the first movie was the worst superhero movie.
Yeah, I watched his video on that. He gave the original Suicide Squad a 1 out of 10. A 1.
No, my cat is messing around.
Like, look, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Personally, I think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
There were some elements of the original that I did genuinely like. Most of it I didn't, but hey, that's okay. It's my opinion. But hey, we're getting a new one now, so either way, hopefully everyone can be satisfied. But I was telling this before. The biggest problem with a lot of DC movies that aren't good is that they're too fucking short and they have too much studio tampering in it. So because of that, the movie, that's the core issue. Like, everything in the last movie can be built into. You could have fixed a lot of this stuff if you just slowed down, took more time with each character, didn't rush to get to the end. You know what I mean? Like, when you have 10 plus characters in a movie, you can't physically make it 2 hours long. That's not physically possible. It's not going to work.
Yeah, it's
either make a show.
You got
like a trilogy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you look at the films, when you look at the first film, there's a lot of characters that are trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to kind of keep, you got Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Rick Flag is being, because of his arc, and then even the Enchantress is getting, everyone, that's 4 characters you're trying to focus on this whole movie on, and there's other characters there too that are kind of just there, like Boomerang, Katana, Diablo got a lot to do. He was probably And Killer Croc, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of characters you got to cram in here and try to do something with.
Look, here's the thing. I've only seen bits and pieces of the first movie. I'll just say that, the first one. But if I'm not mistaken, Croc, he like barely had any lines at all. For the most part, he was just there, looking intimidating.
I think he maybe had like 2 lines of dialogue in the whole movie, and he was just kind of growling the rest of the time.
The only things I've ever heard him, the only things I recall ever hearing him say were, "I asked," or "I like her," and that's it.
The majority of characters they focused on, was mainly the 4 I mentioned: Rick Flag, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and Diablo. Those are really the main 4 they focused the most on compared to the others. Everyone else is kind of just there. You know, Harley Quinn, her arc with the Joker, Deadshot and his whole arc with his daughter, Rick Flag and his arc with his girlfriend, who's Enchantress, and then, of course, you got Diablo with his whole backstory and him killing his family and all that stuff. So those are mainly the 4 they focused the most on out of all the characters in that movie.
What kind of annoyed me though too was like towards the first act of the movie was like they would so remember that scene where Viola Davis was talking to those 2 government official guys and they were having dinner. They were literally going back to back to back to back to back with each character and having like a 30-second backstory with them, and I was like, this pacing is awful. Like, it does not give a good first impression at all. But hopefully we don't get that this time. But what were your guys' opinions on Jared Leto's Joker? Because people are very mixed on it. I can't name it because of what people will say. How like people out there hate it so much they'll literally say, "We don't speak the name of that movie here on planet Earth."
I know, that's what I'm saying. Just call it the first movie, okay? Just call it the first movie.
I honestly don't care. I honestly do not care because I don't give a damn. But
you know what? Pause. Any of you out there that have a problem with it?
Deal with it. I think the biggest issue with Jared Leto's Joker, and it's not mainly because of his performance per se, it's mainly because there wasn't enough of Jared Leto's Joker.
He was hardly in it. People were judging him harshly, and I'm like, he was hardly in it. And, you know, obviously, when I think of the Joker, I'm just a bit biased. Like, his version of the Joker isn't my favorite, but I think for the world that he's in, like the type of world that they set up for this type of DC universe, I think it works for that universe. It doesn't work for, like, you know, other ones. Like, there was a reason Heath Ledger's Joker acted the way he did in Dark Knight, because that was, like, essentially a mafia or a crime drama with Batman in it. And so his version of the Joker works, versus you have Jack Nicholson's Joker, which is more of like a cartoonish Joker. And then you have Jared Leto Joker, who's more of a mobster Joker. So I don't immediately go to when I think of the Joker, I think of a mobster boss. Like, I don't picture that. But for the universe they have, I think it fit. But again, he wasn't awful. He just was in it for maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, listen, I did find him like very, very creepy. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, well, you kind of expect, like, at least in some sort of DC universe out there, where it's like the Joker is still like unhinged and everything like that, because he usually is, if not always.
I think
I don't think he's going to be in this one, which I hope I'm wrong, but I heard Jared Leto's Joker isn't going to be in this one, which kind of bums me out, because he's a great actor. He's a fantastic actor. It's nuts.
He actually is.
He devotes himself to roles. It's not even funny. So I hope he's in
he
this,
devotes the
but
heck
I
out
heard
of
he
that
isn't, and if that's true, I'll be kind of bummed. But hey,
yeah.
But like, I think I've heard a lot of people always say about Jared Leto's Joker being, he's like, oh, he's uncomfortable, he's too creepy.
That's
like,
the point.
That's kind of his. That's the Joker's kind of MO. Is to kind of be that way.
You expect to watch the Joker on screen and be like, oh, I kind of, I feel like he'd be a cool guy to get a beer with and, like, snuggle with. No! He's the Joker! He's gonna kill you when you're not looking! And think it's funny!
I remember watching Angry Joe, and I know we don't really like to talk about him in his reviews sometimes, but I remember watching Angry Joe's review of the Snyder Cut. Justice League Snyder Cut, and he brought up that scene with Batman and Joker at the end, talking about how when Joker said the line, "I'll give you a reach around," he was like, "Oh, that's stupid. This is uncomfortable." I'm like, that's kind of, I think, the point. I think that's the goal. Is like he's trying to be creepy and uncomfortable, and that's his purpose, is to be a messed up dude. I don't see how you can't understand that. As much as it is messed up, it is. That's kind of Joker's
when you
goal.
mentioned the reach around thing, you guys saw me, right? I just like. I just took these out. I'm like, no.
But
no,
I think I understand it sounds a little messed up, but it's like that's kind of how he is. He's the Joker, for God's sakes.
And plus,
he's not supposed
to really, if you want to point the finger at, not liking his performance, really, it's his. I wasn't the biggest fan of his dialogue. Like there were some lines he had in the first Suicide Squad where. Like, that infamous line where he says, I'm not gonna kill you, I'm just gonna hurt you really, really bad. Yeah, I was like, who wrote this? A 6-year-old? Like...
Okay, listen, to me, I could actually see the Joker in general saying something like that, but not like that. He would sound much more ecstatic. Like, he'd sound much more like...
There is...
Oh, he's very excited about doing it. Not stalkerish.
I think there are some good lines that I think he can have. Like there is actually a line in the extended version they made. They had an extended cut version. There's actually a scene that was cut from with him and Harley. It was when he was driving and she had took a motorcycle and stopped in front of his vehicle. And there was a line that he says to her that I thought was actually pretty clever and sort of how he said it is he said to Harley that if you weren't so crazy, I think you're insane. Like, I thought that line was pretty very creative how he said it. I thought it was a nice new, it sucks that it is what it is. And I still kind of think Jared Leto could be a good Joker. It's just we haven't gotten enough of him to really give it a full opinion of is he a good Joker?
Give him the opportunity.
Give him at least...
Give him a script that will really take advantage of his acting skills, and I think you'll be impressed, because... Joaquin Phoenix blew out of the water. Heath Ledger blew out of the water. I don't think you could top them, but you could still get a pretty good Joker with him, I think. I think, obviously, a big complaint I had about the original Suicide Squad movie is that a lot of it felt watered down because of the PG-13 rating. This one is a hard R from what I've heard.
It's rated R. Oh my gosh.
I think I mentioned R. I don't know. R. So... It's gonna be
I don't know if you caught this, if this was caught this in the recording, but I said earlier that we mentioned it earlier that there's a lot of crazy deaths and it's it sounds like it's gonna be a brutal movie, but I think it's what the first one should have been because it's
absolutely.
That's what the first one should have been like at least.
Allow me to point this out. In regards of movies being watered down, we did point this out when, at least me, Josh, and Anthony did when we were watching the new Mortal Kombat movie. That was a fucking thrilling movie. Let me tell you, that was. I'm not even kidding. But it's we actually did mention how that movie kind of did the franchise justice. Like the video games and stuff like that, they were always so extremely violent. But when they released the 90s Mortal Kombat movies, it was just so watered down. They weren't anywhere near as violent. It wasn't like blood and gore and stuff like that. At any points where it would have been all bloody and gory, it was it was just cut away.
You get way more freedom to do stuff. Look at Logan, look at Deadpool. You get so in the Snyder Cut, obviously, you get way more freedom, and honestly, the movie always benefits from it because of that. All right, so I'm very excited to see what James Gunn has in store for us. Final thoughts.
Let's see what his crazy mind has.
Wait, what's his name?
James Gunn with 2 N's. He directed Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, you know what?
Man, you really don't know your movies. Holy crap. That's sad.
No, listen.
Wait, James who?
I call James Gunn. No, listen, if Josh,
go ahead.
But
I'm
the
just
thing
joshing
is, if his last name...
Pun intended.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh, Jesus
I'm already dead inside, so good luck with
that.
For me, final thoughts. I'm hoping for a redemption because I know how some people feel about the first one. I didn't hate it as much as everybody else, but I understand why some people didn't like it, and I'm hoping that here we get a redemption for these characters.
Yeah, I just want to have a fun time. So,
and that's what I'm hoping for here. So let's see what on behalf of the Zombie Tax Squad.
The Zombie Tax Squad.
Let's see what the Suicide Squad.
Here's our reaction to the Suicide Squad.
That's right.
Yeah.
On behalf of the Zombie Tax Squad, let's see what the Suicide Squad can do.
Oh, that's interesting.
You will give the people of Earth. Oh.
It's like a montage. That's cool. I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, okay.
Oh!
New opening.
Getting crazier out there.
Ew, don't show Titans, that's disgusting. Or Birds of Prey.
I just saw the original Teen Titans cartoon on there.
Okay.
Yes.
Good montage. Me likey.
Alrighty.
Like this movie already.
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Cash.
Here we go.
Yondu 2.0.
Don't.
Don't hit the bird. Don't do it. No.
He's gonna hit the bird. He's gonna hit the bird.
I'm gonna put these on.
Why?
Off to a...
No.
And now we're off the air.
All right, pause. I'm done. Bye.
That's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Hope you enjoy the reaction. See you next time. I honestly didn't think he was gonna do that. Holy crap, dude. That's fucked up.
I knew he was gonna do that. They wouldn't have put the bird there if he wasn't actually gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it.
All right. Okay,
Yeah.
James Gunn.
Well, that tells you.
I remember the trailer saying in the what was it, the beautifully terrible mind of James Gunn,
something like that. I don't know.
Whatever.
Something along those lines.
All right.
That's a fucking weasel.
Number 2.
Hey, it's our favorite
Nice outfit.
favorite of the group.
Your name is TDK, correct?
Yeah.
And it stands for what? Your name is letters?
All names are letters, dickhead.
That's true.
Dog?
What?
Uh-oh.
Is this thing a dog?
It's a weasel.
That thing is a freaking mutant.
It's a werewolf.
Oh lord.
He's not harmless. He's killed 27 children, but you know we got. I think he's gonna do this.
Okay.
It looks borderline. It looks like it's worse than Rabbit.
He looks like
Literally high.
he looks like Sid from Ice Age if he did crack.
Oh my god, yes! Yes! And if he was an actual weasel,
Yeah.
not, what is this, sloth?
Sloth.
That's what
He was
Sid
a
actually
sloth.
is, right?
Could just belly flops in.
Ow!
Can't swim, I guess.
Check on whether the weasel could swim.
Everyone's just nonchalant. Jesus Christ.
Can you let it go,
Moving,
please?
man.
Let it go. I don't want to see that thing anymore. Like, just let it die.
The weasel didn't last long at all. Okay, alright.
Was this
So,
guy
Take long
uh,
for somebody to die.
That got my wish. I got my wish.
Didn't take long for somebody to die. Alright. I mean, honestly, I don't know what that weasel would have really done, honestly, in this movie. Just eat people? Is that it? Just scratch them up, eat
If
them?
there were children there, it would have killed a 28th at least.
He's gonna die.
Oh, he's gonna die too!
Oh my lord, he's gonna die already too? Oh my god!
Blackguard, you moron!
Turn on them. I think he was just being stupid.
Yeah. Oh, there
Either
you go.
way.
There you go, Harley.
There you go, Harley. There you go, Boomerang. Oh!
Oh shit! Mortal Kombat him!
Detachable kid.
Detachable kid?
Detachable.
Detachable kid. Oh! What? What is going on?
Am I the only one who feels like they're
This
about
man.
to puke?
What is he doing?
He's just smacking dudes. Yeah, I agree, Harley. Oh shoot!
What in the shit?
Oh, Boomerang! Oh my god!
They just killed Boomerang!
Why would you kill Captain Boomerang? And they killed that one chick!
Oh, there goes. Okay, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead.
Oh
okay.
my god!
We could feel the pain.
Jesus. That was what made Captain Boomerang, bro. He was one of the original Suicide Squad, and they killed him!
Damn!
What the fuck?
They're gonna blow his
I'm
head
not sure
up.
how I feel about that, honestly.
They're gonna blow his head up. There goes his head.
See ya, Michael. It was nice seeing you. And then there were two.
One of those
What the hell
pictures
is that?
presents.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Oh, that's a pretty cool way of doing. That's pretty clever. How they
That
did
was clever.
Oh, hi, Sebastian.
And
Aw.
finally, we have
He's so adorable. I swear to God, if they do it. Oh, hello.
they call him the polka dot man.
Powered polka dot man.
Okay, first I got confused. I thought that was some sort of younger version of Victor Zsasz without the scars.
I don't know if that is or not, but he looks like it.
No, please, let it die now.
Peacemaker.
Starfish is a slang term for a butthole. Think there's any connection?
No. And now where? Yes. That is your hand, and now where? Very good.
We're all gonna die.
Probably.
I hope so.
I hope so.
All right, that polka dot man or whatever.
Can I say that
And now we're
girl?
back to present day.
That girl is like beyond millennial. She doesn't even know what a projector is. That's like Gen Z. That's like way worse.
Yeah.
grew up going to school with those being used.
Yeah, who
I'm
doesn't
24.
Let's be fair though. She probably never went to school, so let's give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know, she was
I don't
probably
know,
like,
maybe.
yeah, you know, she probably like on her phone all the time, like when she was outside, like,
Now.
oh my god.
Now, yep, we're back in present day, guys. Present day, back in present day.
That's very
Back to
clever,
where
like how
Michael
they
Boomerang
just.
got murdered. I know, that's pretty clever stuff. How they do that.
Yeah.
It's just a rash. That's a rash.
Oh my god,
Seriously, he better be fucking.
that is not a rash. Is he dead yet? Did he die?
Nightmare, is he dead yet?
Is he
Because he
dead
just
yet?
he
Did you
excelled
slap
slowly. I
him?
don't think he.
Oh my Harley. What the fuck? Ew.
My man, polka dot man.
Hey, is he turning
not
into a
looking too
boomer from Left 4 Dead? Like a disco boomer?
Disco boomer.
Good. That is weird. That's some crazy, like, effects or whatever they, or whether that's practical or not. I don't know. That's pretty
It
crazy.
looks
crazy how they-
practical.
I want to fuck you in your underwear. Tighty whities, really?
Racist.
No, it's not.
What?
Oh my god!
I'm an assassin.
I thought you were the crazy one.
I am.
Get it.
You're all crazy.
Yeah.
Am I the only? Okay, am I the one who's getting more and more scared of that polka dot dude? Dude, he has
Oh,
less
no.
emotion than a fucking
Oh
picture.
no! I saw this in the trailer. I saw this in the trailer.
There, you're fed. Are you good now?
Okay.
Oh, headshot. Oh, Jesus! How did these guys not hear any of the? All right, whatever.
Okay, you could do that.
He just stabbed the shit out of that guy.
Oh gosh.
Oh, you
They're trying to
electrocuted
one
me.
up each other.
See.
Prod shots.
Oh, there you go, polka dot man. There you
Oh,
go.
Polka Dot Man. You don't talk shit about Polka Dot Man now.
I don't like to kill people, but if I
I mean, it looks pretty cool to me.
it's easy.
What?
Okay, good to know.
What?
Thanks for letting us know, man.
Hi.
Flag.
What are you doing?
Well, sorry, we just killed a couple of your guys back there.
A couple? We just massacred your whole
We killed a couple of your guys.
squad.
Of your arrival,
They're all dead.
Well,
I didn't see anybody on the way. There's no one out in my.
Awkward. Awkward.
typical American.
hey, it ain't our fault, alright? We had no idea.
That in space?
That looks like Doomsday from Shadow the Hedgehog.
It does.
It's that damn starfish. This movie is funny, action-packed, and disgusting at the same time. Oh, dude, they're controlling. He's controlling them now.
Yeah.
Wait! I think I've seen that in Batman the Brave and the Bold. That cartoon, like, those things, they take control of you, and it's one overlord that's controlling you pretty much.
Yeah,
The starfish
yeah.
is like, I don't know much about that starfish. but he's definitely something else.
I just remember it happened.
The concept
Aquaman,
isn't
his
new,
people.
but the starfish itself is new.
All right, sure.
Please.
Jesus, James Gunn. I didn't know you had so many fetishes. Jesus. I thought anime makers had a lot of fetishes.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out. I'm passing out. I'm passing. God.
Alright, see ya.
Night-night.
We'll tell you how the movie is later.
This...
No, why are they
This
just
is
staring at
definitely
each
a weird
other?
movie. I was gonna say...
What?
Is this a staring contest?
To marry me.
What? Hey! They said it! They said it!
God damn it. I was gonna say, this movie is like, not pulling any punches, that's what I was gonna say. It's not pulling like any punches. Kinda like Fast and Furious, Fast 9. It wasn't afraid to do what it was doing, embrace what it is, it's not pulling any punches, and this movie is basically the same way.
Okay.
Oh!
What the fuck?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
They're gonna get
wrapped.
Oh my god,
They're already
drunk.
getting fucked up. They're already fucked up.
Oh, they're all drunk. Here we go.
They're all gonna start partying it up now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Cena tends to look like the kind of guy who party it up anyways. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he can rap
dear
too.
Lord.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Is that his mother?
Yeah,
You
it's
about
his
to kill
mom.
them?
That's supposed to be what his mother looks like, and it's horrifying.
He says that's all he sees is his mom.
He's just sitting there.
Just sitting there bobbing his head.
I probably would have
Man.
at least brought him out a glass of water or something, being like this. I'd be like this. Hey, big guy.
Yeah, bring him something, you know.
Do you want a dozen angry rodents crawling up your ass?
My handsome man will be what you expect.
This... Holy crap, I don't know what to say. This freaking movie, dude.
This movie is absolutely... I told you, man, they ain't pulling any
bonkers.
punches. They are not pulling any punches.
That is bonkers.
Like, they do not play games in this movie.
Oh shit, he dead.
Oh,
Oh shit. Oh shit. What are you doing?
Jesus Christ. He's just ramming on his back of his head. Oh, there goes one.
Okay.
He's just banging his head into the...
He's still doing it. Okay.
Fucking up, man.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I said...
That? Seriously, that is just so fucking clever.
That was cool.
Operation Harley.
Operation Harley first.
That was,
You gotta get Harley
that was
first.
very clever.
There goes the neck.
Dead.
If you heard me
Jesus
swallow that
Christ.
time, I was like...
I heard that. Yes, I heard that.
Damn, you flexible.
And very flexible. Yeah, she's very flexible.
I just imagine like one of those soldiers there being like, "Yep, she's up," and she walks up to him. He's like, "It's
He's
that
like
way."
dancing while killing people.
She pretty much is.
This one scene alone is way better than the whole Birds of Prey movie. Stop!
Yes, Holly, yes!
She's back in her prime.
There's some flowers. Where's that flowers coming
Where are
up?
the
Hold up.
flowers?
Wait for it.
I should have gotten a beer.
Oh, Jesus.
There they are.
There it is. That makes no sense at all, but it's amazing.
It's a good shot.
Look at all these dudes getting
Look at all the
slaughtered.
flowers. What the hell? Oh, I was like, what?
Ooh,
Yo, this is cool. What the hell?
this is such a cool.
This makes no
colorful-
sense. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
I want to poll. If NetherRealm Studios makes another Mortal Kombat game, who here wants Harley Quinn as a DLC character?
Me.
Me.
She actually will. Yeah, she needs to be.
Dude, that was badass.
I mean, they had a DLC. I
Again,
think.
that's not just for.
They had like
I
a,
kind of just want to watch that
Viewers.
scene again. Holy
Viewers.
crap, that was great.
As psychotic as she is, Josh, would you mind being hugged by that?
By Margot Robbie
what's that?
or Harley Quinn?
Or either.
Definitely
Yes,
not Harley
answer is
Quinn.
yes.
Because
Either
she'd
or.
stab me in the back.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm sorry, this is just cringy.
Again, makes no sense whatsoever how that works.
Looks like it's more like
But
snowing,
it's
not
fucking incredible.
raining.
It does.
Good shot though. Just like the flowers when Harley was killing everyone, made no sense, but fuck it. It's cool. Oh, okay.
Oh, right in his eye.
Oh, so the ribs, you see that? Gosh.
Oh.
Dude, that's Gears of War next level.
Ah, my goodness.
Oh my god!
I ain't running anywhere, are you kidding me? Oh my god! Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we like to call a fatality.
That's a fatality. Well, shit.
John Cena, what are you doing, bro?
Brutality. Starro wins.
Yeah, good luck fighting John frickin' Cena.
I don't care if Cena's actually good at fighting or not. He's still a freaking tank of a man. I wouldn't want to get in the ring with him at all. Smash.
That might give you a better chance if you can hit him with that.
Oh, that was a grueling fight.
Brutal.
Seemed pretty one-sided until right there.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
No, flag.
Oh, no! Fatality.
They just killed my man Flag!
No!
Are you serious? They just killed Rick Flag? Are you serious, James Gunn? Oh, fuck off. That is another death that I do not agree with. Period.
I think it's pretty safe to say, though, that he regretted what he just did.
Part of him probably does.
I mean, Rick Flag's another one of the main, bro. He was like the first. I know what you're saying.
Regretted that, but it's like he just.
I know. Yeah.
Sorry, kid.
8 minutes earlier.
Oh, god damn it! Come on.
Damn it, James Gunn!
They're all over. Look at those googly eyes. Oh, good thing he. Oh, there goes that guy.
Oh, okay.
So that's what happened.
Milton was still with us? Where did you think he was? I don't know. I thought he stayed
Nah.
back with the bus. What was Milton gonna do? He was helping us.
Who's Milton?
What?
Oh my lord. Harley.
They're just making fun of the fact that this guy was just random as fuck. I love how they're making fun of this type of stuff. Like, oh, there's this random guy that we has a name that we don't know anything about.
There's a guy that got 30
I love how they're making fun of
seconds
stuff.
of screen time.
This is borderline
Yeah.
fourth wall breaking.
It's such fourth. You could see through all this, like all the fourth wall breaking. It's hilarious. Barely even talk to the guy.
Oh, the
These
explosives.
explosives?
Oh no.
Oh shoot!
His friends.
Oh,
No,
my
his
goodness.
friends.
My friends!
Oh, never mind. They're not friends.
Piranhas! They're like piranhas.
Oh my god, they're killing him.
Holy crap. That was a lot of blood.
They'll
Hope he's
kill my
okay.
man King Shark.
If you call him King Shark, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Man, I kill King Shark.
Oh, it's gonna get brutal.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's gonna get brutal.
Ah, he just ate the guy.
It
He
just
just
did.
ate the.
How is his eye still moving?
I think that's nerves.
I think it's his brain or whatever, cells and nerves, whatever.
I know I'm doing another what if thing. I'm doing this quite a bit, but if I was one of those soldiers with bugbears. Just run. Be like, or the.
Ow.
Ow! Some intense stuff, man.
How are your legs not?
Oh!
Oh,
Superhero
no.
landing!
Oh, crap.
God damn it. Still going down.
Superhero landing.
All the way down.
Imagine
Plural.
it keeps going at some point where he's just like this. He's just like this.
Sorry, kid.
Oh, here we go. Back where we were.
Oh shit, here we go. Who's the better shot?
I think their bullets are gonna
Oh,
hit
finally
each
to find out who the better shot is.
I think their bullets are gonna hit each other.
Yeah, they're gonna hit each of the bullets.
Oh, it went through his.
Oh, it goes right through his!
Oh, smaller bullets.
I think we know who the better shot is.
Smaller bullets.
Yep, told you. There you go, Nightmare. Rick Flag's been avenged.
I still don't agree with his death. But yeah, he has been avenged. Oh my goodness!
What in the actual fuck? I agree. That's basically this whole movie in one quote.
Okay, kills them
Oh
immediately.
my goodness. That's what it does, yeah.
Good job, good job, good
Oh,
job.
nice! Putting on that mask. Let sport, put on your mask.
Cover your faces! It's COVID, look out!
Oh.
Good luck.
They can't do anything to King Shark.
That thing walks by doing cartwheels or something? Never mind. It walks like drunk Patrick
Do whatever he fucking wants.
Why are they
It
all
walks like
asleep?
drunk.
I was gonna say is that honestly, I feel like they really kind of sidelined Waller a lot in this movie. She hasn't done much in this movie at all, or said anything.
She slept through half of it.
Got freaking kaiju up
She
in
hasn't-
this
yeah,
shit. Where are the Jaegers?
Fuck! Turn around now, goddammit! You dumb pieces of shit, motherfucker! Goddammit! Task Force X, this is your last motherfucking warning!
Jeez. Oh shit!
Oh! I love that. That's nice.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Oh.
What?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Hey, poke it out, man. Can you take care of it?
Yes, Obi-Wan will be proud of you. Check the high ground.
Hit the high ground. Yes. Oh my lord.
I can't.
He's like,
You bet.
I can't with this movie, man. I can't with this fucking movie, bro.
I just grabbed my ankle.
What is happening? What?
Man, come on. Holy shit. You got yourself a starfish army. We got a rat army. Like spiders. Like there's
Here we go. Stab
thousands
it,
of
Harley.
spiders on them.
Stab through the eye.
right in
and
the
you're
eye.
to blame.
Throw it in the... Throw it or jump on
This
it, whatever
is
you have to
Sparta.
do.
Oh, ew. What the hell?
Ow! Kill it from the inside.
Harley's seeing this right now is like the most beautiful thing she's ever seen.
Alright, brother. Couldn't let you take the world. Couldn't let you conquer the world, man.
He probably wouldn't have had they never kidnapped him.
You can do it. Pet it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
He's adorable.
Oh my lord, is he still alive? He's still
still alive.
alive.
Don't tell me the weasel survived. God! Dear God!
The ever-living shit. Weasel.
The weasel's like, hey, where'd everybody go? Crazy.
Gone, you fucking deceiver.
His heart was still beating.
No.
No, 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 no.
It'll take some surgery.
Please tell me.
We'll get him back up to speed.
What?
Is that my man?
No, it's
Oh,
Cena.
no, it's
It's
fucking
Cena. What?
God damn it! I thought it was gonna be Rick. Oh man, John Cena survives?
Thanks for teasing us there.
Okay. So that was the Suicide Squad.
The.
Yes, I said that.
You didn't say it loud enough.
Yes. The Suicide Squad.
Eating sons of bitches.
I
I
honestly...
thought they were gonna. Oh,
I-
they brought back Rick. Oh my.
I hated that. Like, I think if you want to call, like, if you want me to call, like, I guess, a critique,
True.
if you want me to give you a critique, or even, I guess you can call it more of a nitpick, really, is the death of Boomerang and Rick Flag in this movie. I don't agree with that decision, personally. They were two of the original guys. They were in the first movie, and it just, like, that's it? That's it? Like, no more of them appearing in any other possible Suicide Squad films?
Why let the weasel be alive all this time?
It's James Gunn. That's my
I
answer.
don't know. I just, yeah. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that decision to kill Boomerang or Flag off for me personally.
Be
That's
honest,
just, that's not, I don't think,
I honestly
I
feel
wasn't
like
I wasn't too bummed about Boomerang just because like he was never like a fascinating character to me. But yeah, Rick Flag I was a little bummed about. But
Yeah.
I'm even more
'Cause
mad
it's like,
to like,
he was-
hey, we're gonna keep the guy alive that killed him, and then we're gonna keep the guy you want to be alive. He's gonna stay dead. And then to like add insult to injury to put salt on your wounds, they fucking showed like literally his heart being stabbed like internally. It's like, oh, just so you know,
Yeah.
his heart got pierced. No, he's not coming back because as you can see, here's his heart,
Yeah.
dead. Now shut up. He's dead.
It just kind of makes me question because Flag was a big part of the first film, and there was that arc with his girlfriend, which I don't know if that's going to mean anything in the future films. Like, I don't know anything about Kara and her time in the DCU. I don't know what if she's even ever gonna return. She probably will never return. But I don't know. It makes me question. So, what is his girlfriend gonna react? How is his girlfriend gonna react? Even Waller didn't seem to really.
She'll probably want Cena dead.
Hell, even Waller didn't seem to really care.
That really that was a big head scratcher. Why was Waller and all of them asleep during like almost the entire big finale? Like, while that big fight scene was going down towards that third act and while the building was collapsing, they didn't wake up until like it was already like collapsed. I was like, what?
Well, that's because their systems were down for some reason, I think they said.
I think
that's kind of
the thing about it is it seems like Amanda Waller was really, I mean, she was always sidelined, but she wasn't really featured that much in this movie at all. Barely like any scenes in the movie compared to the first movie. She didn't really have that many scenes.
Like
in this
the scenes she had, holy crap, that woman can act. Fucking A.
Yeah, she was pretty good.
Especially when she was yelling at them to turn around when she was about to kill them. I was like, holy crap.
She sounded and looked and acted.
When she's angry, like, she's scary when she's like monotone, but when she yells, it is
because
terrifying.
She sounds like a fucking serial killer.
Yeah.
And when she yells, she's like super villain.
Yeah.
I will say this. I did enjoy this more than the original. Just like entertainment.
Oh yeah, like this was hands down compared to the first one was
a lot better.
I'd safe to say they pretty much redeemed themselves here with this version with this movie.
Yeah, I think
I said earlier.
I think general audiences are like it. I think in terms of hardcore DC fans, I heard Tyrone Magnus say this. He said, I feel like this movie's going to divide fans, and hearing Nightmare's reaction, yeah.
I mean, the deaths, again, I wasn't a big fan of the choices of killing Boomerang off. Like, if I had to, I feel like those two should have survived. I feel like Boomerang and Rick Flag should have been the ones that survived, along with the actual surviving people that we got. But that's just me personally. But everyone else, I mean, it did seem like kind of.
I thought that
not the Weasel.
I thought that John Cena was kind of on Amanda Waller's side at first, and then I thought he was gonna like turn a new leaf and just decide to like, no, you know what, you guys are right. Let's release this footage. I thought he was gonna do that instead of he was just like.
It looked like he was about to actually for a second. He's like
he seemed, but he had a goal. He had a mission he was told to do, and
I think
he really had to live by that mission.
I think that's just him. Thorough. Like, obviously, he doesn't carry. Obviously, like, he's not one of those people that carries out his orders without regrets. But he's when he's a man on a mission, he's a man on a mission, and he sticks to that mission.
Reminds me of Dread, the movie. Remember that Nightmare where he's like, I don't really want to do this, but if it's for the greater good, yeah, you gotta die. Yeah, Dread with
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Dread. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what you were talking about there for a second. Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Judge Dredd, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
This might sound like a bit of a stretch, but I feel like also in terms like, I guess, Spawn, at least a little bit, because a lot of stuff Spawn does, he doesn't want to do, but he really doesn't have a fucking choice. Or the difference, though, is that...
Yeah.
Or Mad Max.
The difference, though, is that Cena's character. What?
Yeah.
Or Mad Max. He doesn't want to kill people, but he has to. Doesn't have a choice, really.
I mean, Josh, I do remember playing the Mad Max game. Like, one of the times that I was able to improve my abilities, like, that fucking dude carrying that huge-ass pack on his back, he said something like, do you enjoy killing? And fucking Mad Max is like, it's not my choice to kill. I never enjoy it.
You know what's weird? I thought I would never compliment this in the movie, but I think one of the coolest things this movie did was the transitions. With like the text and stuff and the different environments they use.
That was the fucking best thing.
Cool. Those are cool.
That was the best.
That was some pretty cool stuff, yeah.
That was pretty clever.
Like, this movie was...
It has a lot of unique things, for sure. Like,
this movie was pretty much all over the place, in a good way.
There's a lot to talk about. I don't know. I honestly...
Yeah,
before we do the podcast someday, I will probably have to watch this again, because this movie is just jumbled with stuff. Like, the first Suicide Squad movie, you could talk about that sitting at one time, because for the most of the movie, they're just in one place. like they're on one street for most of the movie.
Yeah.
This movie, they go boom over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here, over here. And there's just like there's so much stuff that just happens in this, like to each character too. Like just like, and this is only 2 hours and 12 minutes. It's like we watched like 4 hours worth of content, if that makes any sense. It's like all this stuff.
It felt pretty long for 2 hours. It felt pretty long for 2 hours.
Yeah, I think the
that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing.
Pacing in some parts could be a little better. It's just, it is a little jarring when you do a movie like this where I want to make it absolutely chaotic and ridiculous, and then all of a sudden you just have this slow scene where the movie just slows. Like,
wait.
I mean,
to be honest, Justice,
there's some moments like that.
When you left earlier, like when you did your dive bomb and just say, okay, I'm out for a while. The only important thing you missed was that Harley Quinn like had this weird aggressive sex scene with the guy and then she murdered him. But like, to be honest, she shot him. Right after you left up until you came back, it was pretty slow. But when she killed the guy, that was the most significant thing. There were a couple scenes I think that they dragged just a little too far. Like you could have trimmed those off a little bit.
Yeah. You know what would be funny though? Like, imagine the fucking outtakes that they had to deal with while filming this shit. Like, I
can only imagine the amount of bloopers.
Like, dude, like when they were when they were just like confronting King Shark and stuff like that, the whole friendship thing is like, Cena's just there, like, dude, seriously, again, Cena, please, I did not need to see you in just tiny whities, but like, Cena, fucking, it just is like, why are you waiting, tiny whities? Cena's like, oh, that's a little racist, and then it's just an outtake. Then it's just like, it just decides to go off script. He's like, maybe you're racist, but thinking it's racist. They just all start laughing. Like,
I can only imagine the amount of.
And even Sylvester is like
somewhere
in the background. Like he's like, oh, like even Sylvester Stallone, somewhere in the background. He's like, oh my god.
There were a lot of times in the movie where I just audibly laughed so hard, like because there were honestly
there's so many
hilarious.
Yeah, there was. It really, really was.
Such as the fact that they killed a bunch of freedom fighters when they thought they were like insurgents or whatever.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
This movie,
fucking Cena with a hatchet, or whatever. Like walking by, like just no reactions. Like,
yeah, I think for me, this film, I kept saying it throughout the reaction. I'll say it here again. It pulled no punches whatsoever.
They pulled out all the fucking stops, man. They were pulling out all the fucking stops.
Just like
it's
bang,
like what I said about
bang.
It's like what I said about It's like what I said about F9, the Fast and Furious 9. They do what they did. They embraced what they were. They didn't pull any punches, what have you. This is basically what they did here with this movie. They did not. They knew what they were doing.
I guess you could say with Mortal Kombat with the fight scenes in those.
Yeah, that too. Like they did not pull any punches.
Which, by the way, I really enjoyed the action scenes in this. What kind of surprised me, despite the giant starfish, because that was cartoony, the CGI was pretty damn good. Like especially when the building collapsed, I was like, "Damn, that looks good! Holy crap!"
It does look really.
But it was also like, speaking of the action scenes, like I love it how like Harley Quinn is just killing all those dudes like single-handedly in that building. Breaks one guy's wrist like through the gate, and she's just pulling him. He's like,
starts.
Some of these deaths were so brutal. We were like ow simultaneously over and over.
And then, like Pete Davidson killed right out the bat. He gets fucking shot in the face. His face fucking explodes.
Man.
Yeah, so many brutal deaths, man. It was crazy. That opening scene.
This movie was chaotic.
The opening scene really sets the tone for, all right, we're in the shit now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Holy crap. This movie, like, I'll give the movie this. It lets you know right away what it's gonna be.
Yeah, say what you will about James Gunn and his personal crap. The man knows how to fucking do his job. When he does his job, he does his fucking job.
Yeah, like he's a weird ass guy in real life, and he said some creepy stuff before. But when it comes to filmmaking, he can make an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
but,
there were
dude,
scenes where I'm like, really, like there were some scenes where I was like, okay, that's a little unnecessary, but you know.
But you know what?
Like, it is what it
I
is.
can already, you know, I could already see them like in another like Suicide Squad movie having like one of the main characters be like this dude or dudette that's just like this, like in the background, like there's bullets flying everywhere. They're just sitting down reading a book, like they have a gun in their hand. They're like this. Oh. Headshot.
That'd be cool.
They're not even
That'd be
looking.
cool
They
to
just
see
like
someone do
see
that.
somebody
That's
rush
kind
up
of
to
what
them,
they
like,
did when Idris Elba and John Cena were killing those insurgents when they weren't supposed to be. Which that was actually pretty funny, even though they were killing them horribly.
That was really cool.
Did you guys? I'm gonna have to edit it out, obviously. Did you guys legitimately see when that one guy got shot in the dick, and you actually saw his dick get shot?
I did. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
to see that, bro.
I was like, oh no.
This
Why
movie
are you
definitely
pulling-
had some
why-
nudity.
I remember when I
There
was
was that
playing-
one scene in the nightclub where you saw some boobies. Sorry, internet, can't see those. There were a lot of licensed songs used in this movie, and
There was a lot of music.
every time one of those played, I was like, "Crap, gonna have to cut this out." So I don't know how long this reaction video is actually going to be, but if it's short, I'm sorry. That's why. I just don't want, these music companies coming after me.
Yeah, I was questioning, like, does James gonna have some fetishes going on right now? Like, there was dudes in underwears a lot, and, like a good chunk of people wearing underwear in this movie. Like,
I didn't care about that, but there was just like he
I'm
really
just saying,
focused on like the gore, and then like in the intro scene, if you remember, after they all brutally died, he like went back to their corpses and like circled the camera around them, like, "Hey guys, look, you see this head exploded? Look, do you see it? Do you see it? Yes, I can see it. Look, I'm gonna zoom in. Look." I'm like, dude, stop.
Yeah, he's got. I'm thinking, James Gunn, you have some fetishes, weird, crazy fetishes or something, man. I thought animators.
Does this dude make like snuff movies on the side?
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. All the actors did a great job, and I was going to mention.
Yeah, everybody did a good job. Even though the majority was pretty brief, but yeah, everybody did a good job.
It's funny how like Margot Robbie, like I've seen her in interviews and stuff. She's actually pretty quiet and like really down to earth in real life, and it's so funny seeing her act as Harley Quinn, who's the complete opposite. So
I could just imagine my brother Travis, for some reason, becoming an actor. Like, he's so fucking laid back and everything. He basically acts like he's virtually bored all the time. He sounds like he's uninterested in things, when in reality that's not true. But then he gets like a role. If for some reason he becomes an actor, he gets like a role of like playing like a crazy person that's borderline as crazy as a Joker, and he actually nails it. I'd be like, I could be on set that day. I'd be like this, looking. I could be standing right next to him as one of the other actors, but looking at him like this.
Well,
dude, are you okay?
I've heard more often than not. Usually, like the quietest, most like monotone or chilled people in Hollywood are actually the best actors. Like Joaquin Phoenix, for example, he's a weird ass dude. Like in real life, he's like extremely shy. Every time, like remember when he won his best actor for at the Oscars? He was super awkward when he accepted that. Like he's a weird ass dude, but when the camera's on, knocks it out of the park, So usually the quiet actors are the best ones, and usually the ones that are the loudest are like not as good in the movies. Brie Larson, excuse me. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on in my throat today. So,
I don't know, man. That's weird.
Wait, that reminds
me.
The more I think about it, the more
embrace their characters sometimes.
The more I'm on Nightmare's side, I'm especially bummed about Rick Flag and Polka Dot Man. Those two in particular, I'm like, why?
Yeah, Polka Dot was pretty sad.
I was pretty bummed about that. I was like, wait, he's dead. No!
Like he was such a good character, and I really got into his character a lot throughout this movie, and now he's dead. It's like, man, come on.
The way it was executed just made it seem like it was supposed to be funny, but I was like,
comedic.
That's sad. That's not funny. Like, I wish he died.
Yeah, it's more sad. Like,
I wish he died like a hero.
Rick Flag's death was actually.
Rick Flag was actually, even if you hate his death,
was actually sad.
He died in a sad way, but the way that Polka Dot Man died, they made it seem funny. I was like,
funny.
Really?
like, I'm a superhero.
Yeah, like Rick Flagg's death was like sad in an actual sad way. But from what you're saying, Josh, Polka Dot Man's death was like sad because it's like you're thinking like no, but you're also thinking like no, because that's just straight pathetic.
But I mean,
think you know what would be interesting is if okay, I'm gonna put my filmmaker hat on for a second. If I was writing the movie, the way I would have killed Polka Dot Man off is if Starro is about to just like murder all of them. Like, let's say the rats are just crawling all over Starro and it's just not working. Like, they just can't kill it. And then it's just like charging towards them. And then Polka Dot Man gets like a flashback of a time when he like first got his powers. And then he turns around, looks at everyone, and then he turns back around again, shoots all his polka dots at Starro, and like completely just like eviscerates like almost its entire body, but like the other half is falling down. He turns around, looks at them, and he says quietly, "I'm a superhero," and then just lands on him. And, like, sad music plays. Just imagine that. Like, you can kind of kill him off in the same way, but just execute it in a certain way to have a different impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Polka Dot Man, it seemed like they were trying to really build him up in this movie, and it's like, I mean, it's not exactly like Diablo in the first Suicide Squad movie, but it's sort of close. How they were building Diablo up a lot, and they really worked on his
this character that has like this overwhelming power, and they can't control it. They have a tragic backstory and stuff, and the character themselves kind of sad and depressed all the time.
Yeah. Granted, Diablo, they actually showed what happened to him, but they didn't really show anything about Polka Dot. They just mentioned his mother a lot, and that's about it.
That freaking stuff with like him seeing his mother, and the part of his giant mom wrecking shit, that was pretty damn funny.
Yeah, that was
funny.
That was
the footage cut out right after we saw his mother.
Right as that. Yeah, right as that.
Like we said earlier, though, the acting and like Josh and I, we're not necessarily professional voice actors, but we are pretty much voice actors, so I guess we do have at least a slight bit of credibility here, at least. Yeah, that acting was really damn good. It's like they had a great cast.
Everybody, I think virtually across the board, everyone in this movie,
but,
especially that's what pisses me off is that Viola Davis should have been in way more scenes. Like, she was so damn good in the scenes she was in.
She was Waller, right?
Yeah. Do you guys remember, like, every time she was on screen, how many times I was just like, damn! That's amazing.
She was stoic. She was stoic, too.
Like, every time she was in a scene, she was like, this is my movie! Get out of here, the rest of you! Mine! It's like, okay.
It was almost like, and how stoic she was, it was kind of like a Keanu Reeves, John Wick sort of thing, where it's like, oh, Keanu Reeves, he's always so stoic as John Wick, and it's like, you look at John Wick's face, it's like, he's like, this is my fucking movie. This is my fucking
it's Keanu Reeves. You know that nightclub scene where they're all drinking? It sounds weird. I think that was one of my, if not my favorite scene in the movie. It's probably tied with the Harley Quinn murdering people in the hallway scene.
It was a moment where the characters took took some time to be themselves, be more human instead of just, oh, we're going out here killing people and shit. It was a moment for them to be themselves once, and I really liked how they.
Yeah, but I think I think what causes that specific scene to click with us and maybe even people in general is that like. Fuck it, people in general would do the same thing. It's like, what the fuck?
Like, I don't care who you are. Like, everyone wants to relax and have a drink, even if it's with strangers. Who doesn't want to do that? It's fun.
It was nice. It was nice to see them all hanging out and drinking and being friends.
Just having fun.
I liked some of the. I did like some of the scenes like where they all had.
I would have at least brought him out some water.
Yeah, poor King Shark. But I did like some of those spits, like where they all took some chances to bond. Like, I like the scene in the bus with the rat catcher and Bloodsport with them talking, and we get a little bit of her backstory.
Oh,
I like that. That was
like
nice.
It's weird. You have like ridiculous, over the top, absolutely ludicrous scenes, and then you have like these really deep emotional scenes. It's like so jarring in a way.
Yeah.
They're not bad scenes, but it feels like James Gunn couldn't decide what type of genre he wanted this to be. Like, do I want to do something absolutely ridiculous, or do I want to include some deep emotional scenes with some cool action? I'm just gonna do everything. Fuck it, everything.
Just do it all, everything.
All the above.
That's what we got.
That's my answer. All the above.
All the above.
Yeah,
that's what we got. That's basically what we got.
I think in a movie like this, you can have you could have like a deep scene here and there, but I think in a movie like this, if you want to have like a chillax scene where everyone gets to bond, I think a drinking scene is the best idea for like a movie with this tone. You know what I mean? Not, hey, let's have a deep talk of our parents for a few minutes. Although there was that scene with Idris Elba and his daughter, they were just screaming and cussing at each other. I was like, okay, holy crap.
Yeah.
Wasn't it after that? That was like the first time I was like, I think I remember I did that. Like I just started chugging my soda.
Like, here's the thing: there were scenes where they acted so well during those deep scenes that it was legitimately almost uncomfortable to watch because they were so good at it. Like, especially with Viola Davis has been a while. Like, she just acted so well, especially when she got angry, that like it was almost uncomfortable to watch in a good way, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Speaking of villains, I think it's safe to say the majority of the villains in the movie were pretty forgettable. That's probably another critique I guess you can give. The villains are not really.
That's my response. What villains? You had that corrupt,
they're just kind of there,
government official dude or whatever, who's like
that guy, general or whatever,
tyrannical general or whatever. Like, I forgot he was in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it has. It has a case of the Spider-Man 3 syndrome. Too many villains.
I love some of those fourth wall breaks. Those were pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, just the fourth wall breaks were pretty funny. How they were messing around like, oh, who's Milton? This random side character that nobody cares about is just there and he dies.
Part of me wishes like they fought. Part of me wishes the Suicide Squad team, those that were left, like fought other like corrupted villains or something instead of just a big CGI monster at the end. I don't know. It felt a little cliche to me. What if John Cena's character like secretly brought his own Suicide Squad team? Like, after he gets shot through the neck, he was still alive, so he wakes back up and he fights the remaining Suicide Squad members that are left. Like, you just have like this full-on battle royale type of thing. I didn't hate they fought a giant CGI monster at the end. It's just like, you're fighting a giant starfish monster?
Well, okay. I mean, you think about it, if I'm not mistaken, the only time like I said during the
movie,
during the viewing, it's like the only reason I even know anything about Starro is because of Batman, the Brave and the Bold, and it's like, oh, that Starro's
James
like really
Gunn took inspiration from that comic. You could tell he took inspiration from certain comic book storylines, and I think he played that up a little bit. So I see where he's coming from with that one.
Yeah.
But I honestly thought that some of the members of the Suicide Squad were going to get like possessed by those starfish, but none of them did. There was just a bunch of random civilians. Like,
yeah, but guess what?
That would have been
Pete Davidson,
honestly. That would have been interesting to see how that would have went down. Yeah.
But
like, imagine if John Cena's character got possessed by one of those things, and maybe someone else did too.
Okay, if Peacemaker gets possessed by one of those things, everybody's
Peacemaker.
Fucked. They're all fucked.
I think Kingstrike would be fine.
Well, yeah. Okay. Wait. Just imagine like Blackguard. Just imagine Blackguard or Pete Davidson was still alive and got possessed by one of those things. It's like, oh, he's so stupid. Pulls out the gun and tries to kill him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wonder if instead of just killing so many of them off so fast, like, just have half of them get possessed, the other half of them have to fight the ones that are possessed. I like this cool like battle royale type of thing.
Oh, Weasel off.
So my final thoughts are: it was a crazy ride. There was a shitload of stuff that happened. Production value was good. So everything production-wise, in terms of the actors, the CGI, excellent. Of course, the questionable thing is the movie's like tone was all over the place. Some of the deaths, I think they could have handled in a different way. Some of them they made them as comedic when they didn't need to be. Some cliches here and there, but definitely a lot of unique things. It's fun to watch, honestly. If you don't think about the stuff too deeply, it is fun to watch. So if I had to rate this, I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it, and I'll watch it again. Didn't hate it, didn't think it was amazing, but it was good. Better than the original, which is, to me, is like a 3 out of 10.
I had said earlier that I'd hoped and prayed that this was going to be a good one, that this was going to, redeem the Suicide Squad characters and whatnot, just the characters in general. I think for the majority, it pretty much did that. I really had a good time with this movie. It was funny as hell. There was some really good moments with the characters bonding and stuff. Like I said, that party scene, the nightclub was nice to see them bond a little bit and get some backstory on Ratcatcher and in that bus scene. It was nice. I really liked the majority of this movie. I really had a good time with this movie. And, I think that they did redeem the Suicide Squad and did a good job here. Yeah, some questionable decisions here and there and some cliches, but overall I think they did a good job. And, I really like that Harley Quinn action scene. That whole bit of her getting through all those guys in that building was fun as hell to watch. My best way for me to say this is, if you liked the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, you're probably really going to like the Suicide Squad, I think. If you like those films, you're really going to like this film.
Probably.
It's a blast. I'm going to be a little cheap and go with the decimals. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Well, I wouldn't say that's cheap. That's pretty fair. People do.
Well,
that
he
all
says
the time.
cheap because
some people will go.
Because I told him I don't do decimal scores. I just make life easy, and I don't. I just give.
Yeah, and some people find it kind of cheap to do decimals sometimes. Like, oh, it's in between. But I think for me, it's in between a 7 and an 8 for me, and I think it's right in that margin of being pretty good, solid, fun, entertaining.
It's
movie
like it's like hard to decide. It's like,
people understand. It's like it's an on the fence sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would give it an 8, but I feel like a 7.5 is a fair for it. And it's like I said, I enjoyed the heck out of this movie, man. I had a great time. I was laughing. I was having a blast. I wasn't bored or anything.
I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to this in this style, honestly.
Oh,
not
absolutely not. Josh, I'm actually gonna go with what you said. Give it a 7 out of 10, actually.
So around 7s across the board. Cool.
Yeah, but my thought, but all right, but seriously, even though I just gave my score, it's like my reasons behind that is like it was like a very, very fun ride. It was like
this is a fun drinking movie, like fun.
Oh hell yeah!
Drinking with friends.
It's kind of like Deadpool would be, because you could see some, like, watching the Deadpool movies, you could see somebody like drinking while watching that, like actually drinking a beer. But yeah, definitely a good drinking movie. And even if you're not drinking, which you probably will want to, but even if you're not, it's still gonna be a thrill ride. Let me tell you, there were a lot of weird parts.
There were gross, weird,
had a lot
cool,
of those
sad,
there was
awesome,
a lot of it. There was
strange parts.
This movie was just
all over the
like
place.
We said, this movie was literally all over the place,
all over the map in terms of
it was
tones.
All over the map. I love the way you guys put that. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give this a like. There's gonna be some of the crazy movies coming out this year that we're gonna check out. So stay tuned for those. And as always, be sure to subscribe. See you next time. And watch our podcast on Sunday. Link is up there at the top. Gonna talk about it more. See y'all.